Hey y'all, I am Dr. K-Mac and I am coming on here today with a quick message for you all about perspective. Now recently I attended a winter workshop at my daughter's dance school. So essentially what this entailed was the dancers performed a piece that they learned from a choreographer over the course of a week. It was a small intimate setting. They performed that piece that they learned, and then they had like some Q&A. The choreographer was able to talk about things, and it was really cool to hear things from both the dancer's perspective, the understudy's perspective, and the choreographer's perspective. Now, here is what was interesting. So as an audience, they had you sit in a seat. So you come in just like a normal performance and you sit down. And the dancers perform and you're like, oh, yay. What they end up doing after that first performance was they said, okay, the dancers are going to come back out and re-perform the piece. The choreographer is going to give them feedback in real time so you can get a feel as an audience of what happens behind the scenes. But we ask you to move your seat to a different place so you can watch it from a different angle. And here's where the magic happened. The first time I watched the performance, I saw certain things. I paid attention to certain dancers, and had that been the only performance that I saw, I would have thought I got this full picture of what the dancers performed that night. When they asked us to move to a different seat, I had a different view of what that dance looked like. So whereas before I was looking at it front row from a side, second time I was looking at it front and center. And the interesting part is that there were whole parts of the dance that I did not see from the view that I was watching the performance. And that is the message for all of us, that sometimes we can get so stuck on thinking that our one perspective is the whole truth. We can get so stuck in thinking that everyone should see it just from our way because this is what we believe, or this is what we know, or this is what we saw. And I'm going to use this in the context of this dance. Had you asked me about that dance, I would have gave you everything that I for sure saw in that moment. But the truth of the matter is that I saw a piece of it. It was not the whole picture. When I shifted my perspective, when I shifted the way I looked at it, when I shifted my physical body, I saw more of the dance the second time around than I did the first. And that is something that we can apply to in life, that when we are facing challenges, when we are facing difficulties, how do you take a step back and look at it from a different perspective? One of the things that I often guide clients through when they're dealing with anxiety is like, is there another way of thinking about this? Is there another way of looking at this problem that your mind is telling you this is the only way to see it? So that's the challenge for you all. When you are faced with something, when you are making a decision, when you have a challenge, when you're like, keep hitting a wall and you're feeling like, I can't figure this thing out, look at it from a different perspective. Take a different route. Think of it in a different way and see if that gives you a different answer. All right, y'all, let me know what you think.